Okay, we might pick up here for the YouTube video. If we do, there was a drop in the first game. We also fast-forwarded through the middle of it. They have restored. And Neozz is putting on some good pressure. Neozz killed a couple of villagers with the tower push here. Kingston killed one of his villagers as well. Or no, Kingston killed 2, Neozz killed 1. So that's the eco KD. You won't see it reflected, because we had to restore, and Capture Age isn't tracking that yet. But let it be known that there was the tower push on that side. Kingston had a slightly faster Castle Age time. He's got the Mangonel out because of it. Absolutely whiffs that attack round. And Neozz is now getting the Castle Age. And Neozz is going for a super forward castle. He has to thread the needle through this one tile gap, and Kingston needs to see this. His Mangonel is way out of position. This is so sick. Neozz knows that Mangonel is way out of position. He knows Kingston probably isn't making a second one. And Kingston will now have to deal with a castle on his face. He's walling up out of here. So he's going to deny the Gebetto from coming in, potentially. But this is still such a good castle from Neozz. Yeah, great penetration from him. There are a lot of relics on this map, too. And the scouting from Neozz, pretty decent. Scouting from Kingston, he only sees 1. He doesn't know the extent of the relics. He sees 2, actually. I think Neozz should think about grabbing those relics now. Still at the back here. They both started with an Arumi. Kingston got 2 kills with his Arumi. That was the villagers going for the tower rush over here, but he lost it. And Neozz still has his, and he's still got pressure at the back there. Man, Neozz is... He's been really impressive recently. Really, really impressive. He comes into these sets against big-name players, and he's playing like it doesn't bother him at all. He's playing like he means to be here, right? This is a little bit aggressive from him, for sure. Maybe you should be a little bit more nervous, you know? I'm going to stop talking you up now, Neozz, because I feel like we're going to have a few oof moments here. Struggling a little bit against the Mangonel, so I'm going to shut up. Listen, I'm sorry, France, okay? I'm sorry. We're just going to shut up. KD does not look good from the restore now. Oh, pandas. No, don't jump off the edge of the map. Do not jump off the edge of the map, Panda. Please. Don't. It's black there. It's all dark, dude. Okay. Okay, he's fine. It's fine. Surely he's fine. Don't do it! No! Siege tower. Coming in for Neozz. So with a siege tower, he can kind of avoid the monks. He can garrison these Gebetto in, but every time they eject from the siege tower, they have to go through their whole throwing animation again, and Gebetto are super slow with that. Super, super slow. However, the siege tower can also put him over the walls over here. And we'll keep him somewhat safe from the initial Mangonel shots. Kingston still walling up. 43 villagers for him, 42 villagers for Neozz. In terms of res collected, Kingston is ahead. And he's got skirmishers here. Skirmishers aren't great against Gebetto, for sure. But they're better than nothing. Nice attack round there from Kingston. See how long it takes for them to load up their shot? They managed to kill the monk, but it feels like an eternity when you eject from the siege tower. Second town center for Neozz. He's got some monks, and he's already bringing in some relics. So he denied this relic from Kingston. That's sick. Oh, the panda's back. We're fine. We're good. Okay, the attack round comes in. Neozz will be out of the siege tower now. Ballistics is in for the skirms, and the Gabetto are super low HP. So the skirms actually managed to kill them. I don't think they get bonus damage against the Gabetto, right? They shouldn't. Kind of felt like they did there when they one-shot that, though. I guess they're just 40 HP unit. It's just tough. Only have the first armor upgrade as well, so... lack of pierce armor is definitely an issue. Resources from Kingston are looking super solid. He's done a very good job with the defense here. Still looking for relics as well. Neozz needs to start bringing some more in. He's got a monk over here looking around. There is a couple relics he can take, but he's missing this one. Right near his siege workshop, and he's missing this one over here too. Imperial Age should be coming in for Kingston. And then it's bombard cannons. The Gabetto are coming in. There's a lot of skirmishers here. I thought Neozz had a fantastic position with this castle, but Kingston has played this super solid, very defensive. And now losing Gabetto against the town center, and he's in a rough spot. He needs to get out of here now. Deletes the outpost, escapes with the Gabetto. Bringing in some more relics, though. That's 2 more. Castle goes up at the back here from Kingston. Neozz will need to give up this forward castle position. He's going to start attacking the Imp TC, but I don't think he can ever really take that out. The Gabetto at the back goes down to the converted one. More monks coming out from Neozz as well. Takes out a villager. Is ranging the TC from this angle. I mean, Kingston will have to repair that. %74% on it. He'll make it. 80% now. Yeah, he'll make it. Another TC over here that he doesn't see. The Gabetto are still trying to get in. 64 villagers for Neozz. 48 villagers only for Kingston. But Imperial Age is going to be brutal. And the resources are still looking really solid for Kingston as well. God, that's a little nerve-wracking for Kingston. If Neozz had suspected that Imp was in, he would have hard committed that TC, and it would have been really, really tough for Kingston here. Really, really tough. Okay, Gabetto dodging around. Neozz trying to take out Vils. He takes 1. He takes 2, but he loses his army here. Mangonel's still working away on this front side. Villagers still a little bit idled here for Kingston. 6 on food, 9 on gold. The eco is not fantastic. But the question is, can Neozz continue to do damage once the bombard cannons are out? He's got a lot of mangonels. He's got 7 mangonels. And I think he sees this town center now. He's about to. So that town center is a target. That thing's gonna die. Hello? Neozz? No. Doesn't lose him. Doesn't lose him. Backs away with the mangonels. Has another siege tower to come in and snipe the trebs, maybe, with the Gabetto. Gabetto over here from Kingston. He's exploring the map a little bit. Still only 3 relics from Neozz. He's sending 3 monks out to get this 1 relic. He just wants to make sure. Just wants to make sure. And now 2 trebs working away on the castle. Bombard cannon is on the way for Kingston. But how is he going to defend this area over here? The mangonels are going to do well. He has to retreat to back behind the castle. He's got more than enough gold at the back here. 9,000 gold available. So gold is not an issue for him. But it's still annoying losing one of your 2 TCs when you're at 54 villagers and your opponent's at 84. Castilla coming out. The monks are here from Neozz. If he can convert this in time. That Mangonel's going to go down. This one's probably going to go down. TC is being repaired, but villagers are also dying as the bombard cannon comes over. And the TC might die. The Mangonel is still over here. A couple more shots. Bombard cannon needs to deal with that. The TC goes down. Oh my god, dude. Kingston also having to deal with the siege tower coming in at the same time. The Castilla gets converted. The Gabetto pop out again, so the siege tower is dead. The castle is still alive somehow from Neozz, and he's on the way to Imp with 4 relics. 4 relics and 93 villagers. What happened after Kingston dropped? They restored. They restored from Kingston's save file. So he hadn't lost all the villagers on the woodline or whatever. It's at the point that he dropped. Don't jump! He jumped. We lost another one. We lost another one, folks. No redemption for these monks, by the way. So they're just pulling the bomber cannon out of place. It's not so bad. 5 relics now for Neozz. Nice shot, bro. The castle finally falls. He's got some, like, sneaky Gabetto in here. If Kingston doesn't take care of this tower... Okay, he's going after the tower now. And leaves with the skirms. He could lose all of his siege to the Gabetto. He's got to be careful, man. Those are sneaky Gabetto. Neozz now going out for this gold. That is a lot of gold. And I don't know if Kingston ever comes out this way. He does see the relic over here. Neozz is going to probably snag that. So that's relic number 6 likely coming in. And he's making a tech switch now into Cavalier to deal with the skirm army. Hand cannons on the way from Kingston. Gabetto pop out of the tower. Neither player realizing those are there. Kingston's going to deal with that easily. Shame about that relic in the top corner. Yeah, no one's going to find that for a while. And Kingston can see what the tech switch is. Tech switch is into cavalry. Whether it's light cav or knights, he doesn't know. No castle here for Farimba from Neozz. Neozz doesn't have any stone. Got some stone over here, but he's not taking it at the moment. He's just all in on gold, man. 37 on gold with Malians. Oh, jeez. Cavalier now on the way. Eco is 40 villagers ahead for Neozz. The extra relic, did it come in? Is it Kingston taking that one? No. Still a monk over here. Kingston might hard commit to that. And if he comes over here, he could see the gold as well. The line of sight on the Trebs is getting so close to this gold. That's very exposed. That'd be a big hit to Neozz's economy if he sees that gold. The walls over here are super smart from Kingston, but they're not in time. The Knights are going to come in. Kingston's trying to complete the walls here. He's not going to get it. The walls are going to be denied. The Cavalier are into the back of his base. And Neozz knows about the gold, and he's making a beeline straight for the gold. Straight for the gold. And on this side, the siege is not protected because there's no Halb yet. It's just Spearmen here from Kingston. And he's running away. He's running to the safety of the castle. This looks good for Neozz. If Neozz could get onto stone. I'd love to see him get onto stone. He's got 3 on stone right now. Neozz does not have Tigui. He doesn't have Farimba. He doesn't even have a castle, bro. Also love to see him get this relic over here. His units are on stand ground. Rip. We're not going to pay attention to that because he's not paying attention to it. He pulls him away. More Cavalier coming. 26 of them. Got to do the damage before Kingston makes the full tech switch into Halb. Could have gone Flemish Militia as well to support his hand cannons. But I think Halb is probably better at the end of the day. It's just a longer tech switch. Why would anyone raid and stand ground? Oh, stand ground makes a lot of sense if you're tracking your units. Because you don't want them running into castles, right? Also, if your opponent converts them, the units will stay on stand ground. Keeping them in stand ground like this is a mistake, though. Like, especially after you've lost so many like that, it's just a mistake. There's too much to pay attention to at this stage of the game. Heavy plow, chemistry. He finally has enough stone for a castle. He still hasn't noticed this relic. Has he noticed this one? That's a cute little area back there. He has. He can pull in 2 more relics, folks. And he sees this relic, too. So he has vision on all of the relics on the map. Our Burgundians player has not gotten a single one. Exactly, an imp, you can't be standing your ground and raiding. I don't know. No, you can. You definitely can. As long as you're paying attention to your units, you definitely can. I don't mind the staying ground as long as you're able to track it. As soon as you're unable to track it and you lose units like this, stop doing it. Also, not selecting all his archer ranges. He's got all the hand cannons queued in just a few ranges. There we go. He's got it sorted. Malian hand cannons against Burgundian hand cannons. Maybe not the best play. The full wall's coming up over here. He ran out of stone on this one. So full walls on both sides. This relic has been gathered. And there's one more relic in the back here. Plus all of this gold. Who's got the better tech tree here? Burgundians or Malians? It feels like Burgundians. But the Malians just have so much more access to gold, resources. Obviously, the relics are huge. Res collected difference is massive. Farimba is now coming in. Hand cannon 12+7 Cavalier versus pikeman hand cannon. One of these is better than the other. Malian longer lasting gold is disgusting as well. 10%. So 10% more gold on this is an extra like 900. Insane. He collected the 7th relic. Yep, now there's just the relic in the top. Kingston probably wondering why the relic countdown hasn't started. These Farimba Cavalier just ate the pikeman alive. No Halb upgrade. It's in 26 seconds. It's on the way in, and it's just too late. And Kingston's going to get absolutely run over here. The units are not on stand ground anymore. They are attacking. They are chasing after these hand cannons and these skirmishers. And this is a real problem here. Relics, there are 7 of them. 2,700 gold from those relics are ready for Neozz. Still has 29 on gold. Still has plenty of gold available. And now he's going for a forward castle on the TC from Kingston. And Kingston can't even press the button. He doesn't have the resources. He can't even panic push this back, even if he wanted to. He still plays on because he's at 100 villagers, but there's no way to stop this. He's going to get completely overwhelmed. GG comes in. Great first game from Neozz there. Took the initiative. Kingston got to imp first, but he was still doing damage with like the mangonels. He was still doing stuff with the Gebettos. He was still keeping Kingston distracted. And Kingston couldn't make the Halb switch in time to stop the Cavalier. Very, very solid stuff there from Neozz. 7 relics. Really solid as well. When will chatters start betting on Neozz? Hey, man. He's beaten Kingston before, not too long ago. Gold collected, 20k versus 10. Big differences here on the eco. Neozz top 3 France confirmed? Yeah, maybe. Weirdly enough. There's a lot of good French players, right? Like, Sato is definitely number 1. Margugu's probably number 2. Siscon and Neozz and like Baba Rum are around there. There's also Clement or Clement. There's a couple others as well. Why am I not remembering their names? Siscon better than Margu? No, I'd say Margu is better than Siscon. Now, Margu is number 3 or 4? Really? Okay. Anatov is German. How is Margugu too? You guys really... Oh, wow. Okay. I think Margugu has better tournament results than Siscon. He does? Yeah. Like, if we look at... Like, we look at ATP. Margugu is at 26. Siscon is at... Neozz is at 38. Siscon is at 23. Okay, so Siscon does have a better ATP than Margugu. It's really close, but he does. Wow, okay. Anyway, we're not even... Neither of those players are even in here. ATP is adjusted tournament points. So you have tournament elo, which basically counts all tournaments. And then adjusted tournament points does it by like weight of the tournament. So S tiers get like more value basically. All right, so Wave for Neozz, Vikings for Kingston, and it is a water map. So this should benefit the Vikings. And holy cow. Talk about fish at the back here. Dolphins, fish, whatever you want. So much. There's also a lot along the edges, but you definitely want to dock at the back. Now, I think Kingston might instinctively dock in the corner, because that's generally where you get the most fish. But over here is where you want to go. Neozz is probably more likely to dock over here, which is the ideal spot. There is a river running through the center of the map. I guess each player has their own little island. There's more surface area here for Kingston, as the sergeant that they start with comes over from Neozz. But, I mean, the crossing's big enough. The river shouldn't matter all that much. What are those docks in the corner? They are ports, and you can trade with them. He's not open for business, though. He's facing away. He's not open for business either. He's not open for business. He's not open for business. No one's open for business, but you can trade with them. They're neutral docks. If the game gets late, usually they're there on HyperRandom maps where there's water in each corner. Or like a significant amount of water. Usually the ports spawn in. East seems open. I guess he's facing this way. We just want him to smile for the camera, you know? He might be open. Okay, in terms of food on this map, we have a lot of bunnies at the back here, and that's a lot of food on those hares. So that's 1,100 food on those hares. Berry bushes have a decent amount. Most of the food on this map is going to come from this rhino, which has 500. And then, obviously, the fish at the back, which are insane. Oh, wow. Kingston did manage to dock over here. So he went straight to the shoreline. And he gets a really good dock spot as well. It's going to find all of this stuff back here. The Dolphins have 475 food on them. That's incredible. There is a lot of food on this map. 53,000 available right off the rip. Not a lot of wood, though. 93k wood. This is actually very low wood count. The trees have a variable amount of wood. Like this bush has 92, and all other bush bees on the map are going to have 92. Same thing with these jungle trees. Only have 72. That's not a lot. The palm forest trees have 102. This could be a wood game if they both lock down the water. Kingston should be favored. He should be. Vikings on a water map. You're far away. It's tough to do land damage. There's plenty of fish. Should technically be favored. Although I don't know if he wants to open water because it's such a long way over towards Neozz's side. Neozz wants to open water. This is nice from him. Wow. He's going to go for a forward dock. He's going to see the dock there from Kingston, and he's hoping that Kingston didn't see the Vil. And I don't think, the way Kingston reacted there, I don't think he saw the Vil. So he might not expect the forward placement here from Neozz. He's going to see the dock at the back. And he might not go for galleys right away either. It looks like he will. He has no barracks or anything. He's probably going to go for galleys. He goes for galleys. But which way does he send them? If he's trying to go to this dock right here, it probably feels like the left side is faster. So he might not even see this placement from Neozz. Due to the low amounts of wood, will we see much navy? Of course we will. I mean, 93,000 is still 93,000, right? That's still a lot. Neozz is showing his hand. He's sending the Vil forward. It's weak. He's bringing it back towards his sergeant now. And Kingston is going to be distracted. He might think that this villager is trying to get his initial dock up here, right? He doesn't suspect there's a dock over here. He's trying to wall this guy in. He gets the wall off. Let's go. Sick. Meanwhile, over here, Sergeant working away. Neozz walled him in over here as well. But he can't really conveniently take this gold. He has to go all the way around to get this gold in. That's funny. And a forward barracks from him as well. Wow. Okay. So Kingston is going to commit to a tower to try and kill this Vil. That tower's not going to be up on time. Kingston now going for an archery range. And Neozz is getting some serious value from this villager. And now he's in with the fire galley. And Kingston is like, what the hell is going on? And Neozz goes for a tower, which will protect the gold anyway. And take out that sergeant. Really good start from him. He will have to be worried about these galleys coming across. And he's actually housed at the moment, which is super unfortunate. If he wasn't housed, that fire galley would be out in time to maybe stop these. The villager for Neozz is still cooking. But it's going to go down. Archer to clear that up. Nice job there from Kingston. Deletes the dock foundation to save the wood. And Kingston is on the run with his fishing ships. But he's also killing the fish from Neozz. And the galleys kill the fish a lot faster than the fire galleys do. They can hunt them down. Archer range going up from Neozz. He knows the range is up from Kingston. He saw the archers before. And he's not really... I mean, this barracks is annoying, but he's not really able to do anything with it. It's not like he's playing as the Wu and he can make Jean Swordsman in Castle Age. And it's much of a threat. It's really not that impressive. Kingston might know about the forward dock. I mean, it makes sense that there would be a forward dock. He does see it now, yeah. It's kind of a difficult stage of the water battle for Vikings, where they don't get access to fire galley. So defending against your opponent's fire galley, it takes some time. You have to mass up the galleys. And maybe some demos. Yo, Aiden. Thank you for the 2 months, dude. Welcome back. This villager should be dead. Nice job from Neozz. He's going to get a villager pick here. Another dock out here from Kingston. I like that. He's expanding his fish eco, and he's brought these guys all the way back across the river to try and get out to this fish over here. Sergeant also working away. Wheelbarrow's going to help Kingston get away from this. Although he doesn't really notice what's happening. He's busy elsewhere. And finally he commits against the Sergeant. I think the Sergeant's going to go down. Sergeant is still alive, dude. That thing is so tanky. Skirmishers here for Neozz. 37 villagers against 32. Kingston has killed the fish. But his own fish have been idled for a very long time. Like, they've just been sailing around this whole time. All-time idle. And moving. Accounts for 50% of their life to this point.
Should have heard your mom last night. She sounded like my great aunt when I pull a surprise visit. She was like, oh!
Tomi, thank you.
Hi Dave, been sick for a few days. You have anything for my throat?
Huh? No. I don't. No. Okay, so we still have galleys here for Kingston. Fletching is on the way for Neozz. Neozz is going to find this dock right away from Kingston. Great job. He keeps the fires moving. He didn't see any fish over here anymore. And he finds this fish immediately. Goes for the villager with this guy. Pushes him away, and Kingston's going to have to make another dock. Or bring the galleys all the way back across. That's what he's doing. So he's going to go clear up these fish. Or clear up the fires, rather, and open the way for his fish economy on this side. He can also add some more at the back here. Because he's got the galleys out neutralizing that dock. But he's still focused on the water, and Neozz is about to click up to Castle Age. And he can go for Jean Bay Raiders. Or he can go for Elite Skirm once he gets there. He's still 2.5 minutes away, however. And the archers are coming in from Kingston. The eco so far, like, res collected is much better for Neozz. That villager count climbing, right? Every time he gets an eco upgrade, he gets an additional villager. And you can see he got the gold upgrade, he got the wood upgrade, he got the farm upgrade. However, problems for him, as Kingston saw it was just skirms for Neozz, so he added in the Viking scouts. Can't get bloodlines, so it's not something you want to make long-term, but it's really, really solid against the skirmisher mass. Fletching now coming in for Neozz, just defending with skirm. The villagers over here were not seen. The lumber camp was not seen. And Kingston's getting a little bit nervous about his army mass now against these skirmishers. Fire's now patrolling on this side from Neozz. He actually might catch this navy from Kingston off guard. It looks like Kingston lost his initial 6 ships against these fires. So these were the 4 that were in the back here. And he's really not able to expand his fishing eco anymore. He still has these 3 ships cooking away, but like not as much of an advantage as he would have liked from taking water control initially. Why no fish for Neozz? Because they kept getting sniped down. Doesn't make sense, right? You're up against Vikings. Like, he lost the initial fish already. It's just a waste of resources at this point to add more. if you feel like Kingston's going to come over and investigate, which he will. And Kingston still has galleys. They can't build a donjon with their sergeants. No, not unless they're Sicilians. If you start with a sergeant, you can't build a donjon. All right, so Jean Bay Raiders are on the way. Neozz is housed again. They both have issues with that so far this game. And Kingston actually pulled back his archers early because he knew the Castle Age timing was going to be better for Neozz. He backs away. Chikao, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome in, everyone. Game 2, Neozz versus Kingston. Neozz has been playing well so far, but Kingston has Vikings. And Castle Age is about to hit. And if once he gets longboats on the water, he can expand his fish eco, and there's a lot of fish back here. He's also kept his army alive. So he could go for ballistics, crossbow, maybe into skirmishers to fight the Jean Bay Raiders. He's hidden the galleys as well. Jean Bay's over here. Kingston already pulled away. Good reactions from Kingston. Now he's host. They've both been host quite a few times this game. There's not a lot of wood on this map. We mentioned that before. These trees have a variable amount of wood, and they have less than average right now. So we look at the total wood remaining. 82,000. Seems like a lot right now. Not a lot in the grand scheme of things. And oh boy, he found a really good engagement against these archers early. The Haguangs are in. All of the archers are going to go down from Kingston. The Jean Bay Raiders are going crazy here. And now he's found the TC at 88% complete. He's going to deny it. He's going to deny the TC at 95. What a moment here for Neozz. Holy cow. Now Kingston has to start fishing. Like, he has to take advantage of the water. That went from 0 to 60 so fast. He found that engagement around the archers before Bod Canero came in. And now Kingston has no res at all. And the fires are still on his docks over here. And he can't really go for... He can't go for longboats because he has no gold. And his wood lines are super sus as well. Damn, Neozz is playing so well recently. It's really impressive. GG? It's not looking good. That's for sure. Kingston's going to try and get this TC up. Res collected is 2k plus ahead for Neozz. He needs to add something else, though, because there's a lot of skirms now. Maybe a second town center now that he's gotten all that damage. Maybe the War Galley upgrade for Neozz to try and control water. I mean, it's difficult, right? Because if the Vikings really want back on water, they're going to take it. I just wonder what the approach is here for him. Forward Siege Workshop could be the play as well. He did add the second TC. He's expanding his eco now. Eco upgrade's probably necessary for him. You get villagers for those. Could be nice. He's still investigating the woodlines over here, which Kingston completely abandoned. Still has the fires working away on the dock. Kingston with 0 fishing ships right now. Neozz with 0 fishing ships, and there's so much fish on this map. Both of them are full focus on this middle area. More fires coming out for him. So he's probably convinced that Kingston has something on water somewhere. He still knows about the galleys. And he's going to back away from the skirmishers and go for a siege workshop. But his eco is just so much better. Even without wheelbarrow or handcart, which Kingston got for free. I mean, his economy is just looking very clean back here. Very, very clean. He's housed again. Nice. Oh, how many relics are actually on this map? 1, 2, 3, 4? Could collect those. Start the timer. He does have ballistics. Kingston is missing ballistics. And Neozz micros around Kingston shots. Mangonel is on the way out from him. Actually, a good engagement there for Neozz. Kingston's got to get something going here, folks. It's not looking good for him in this set so far. Third TC comes up from Neozz. 69 villagers for him. Or eco, rather, as he starts to add the fish again. He's got the war galley upgrade maybe on the way. No, he's just got a bunch of fire galleys. And he hasn't seen any ships from Kingston anytime soon, so fish are coming in. That'll help his food eco for sure. Wheelbarrow is also in for him. 4K extra res collected. Kingston is 2K7. Neozz is 2K3. I'm beginning to think Neozz might be the second best French player right now. I'm kind of beginning to believe a little bit. I mean, Siskon's really good. Margugu's really good, right? Sato, obviously, we don't even need to talk about him. He's super good. Don't close the door on Margugu. That would be extremely dangerous, wouldn't it? Still no ballistics for Kingston. Neozz micros away from that. He's trying to micro from this shot, too. Trying to take out the Mangonel so his skirmishers can come into play. His Mangonel rolling forward. John Bay Raiders are being cleared up. 31 on food for him. 19 on food here for Kingston. Still 6 villagers in the queue at all times from Neozz. Really solid stuff. Vikings player kicked almost completely off of water. He's just got these galleys. He hasn't gone for a longboat yet because he can't really afford them. Maybe he can now. And critically, doesn't have any fish either. Okay, Neozz may be getting a little bit too lost in the sauce here. Maybe a little bit too much momentum. Good defense there from Kingston. And he's getting ballistics. He's getting the second armor upgrade. And he's adding in farms. So Kingston is starting to stabilize. He's beginning to believe, maybe. Love to see him go out to stone to maybe get a defensive castle. Would love to see the same thing from Neozz. He's got 5 on stone now. Ooh, going into stables. Yeah. Kingston's not going to be ready for the cavalry switch into the Haegwongs. These things are strong. These things are really powerful, especially against skirms. Galleys are coming back across this way. Okay. They were within sight of the, almost within sight of the fishing ships, and they're coming back across this way. That's funny. Big fights here. Haegwongs are coming out. Kingston will see this. That's a problem for him. That's a big problem for him. Mangonel goes down. And +2 Haegwongs coming in with 10 in the queue. Monastery is going to go up from Kingston to try and counter these. He's going into pikemen now. With the armor on the way and the pikeman tech is on the way. But is it in time? I don't think so. More Jean Bay is investigating over here. Looking for the wood line. The fires are taking care of his houses. There's just so much happening in Kingston's eco right now. And what's happening in Neozz's eco? Nothing. Peaceful. Unperturbed. Serene. $50 pop behind, yep. 112 villagers against 81. Res collected, oh, 8k ahead, casually. And Neozz is going to go up 2-0 against Kingston. Because Kingston can't do anything against these raids, folks. 4 stables producing Haegwon cavalry. The Mangonel over here goes down. He does take out the skirmishers over here. But, I mean, you could just set the waypoint right here with all of your stables if you're Neozz. And you'll be fine. Kingston can't afford to keep producing units. You're going to idle his entire economy. You're going to take out the pikemen one by one. He's going forward with a castle now on the hill. Kingston wants to deny that. Sends the skirmishers over here. Neozz getting a little bit aggressive with that. And he'll take out the monk. He'll take out the skirms. He'll go for the castle. Res collected. 10k ahead. 10k. I love the commitment to Castle Age here, too, for Neozz. The tech switch into Cavalry, forcing Kingston into the pikemen. And then, of course, the forward castle that's coming with all of these villagers. All of the villagers! He's sending 21 vills for this castle. If he gets that castle up, the game is over. Done. Finished. So you send 21 for that. Because you want to make sure it's going up. Could probably complete this with like 5 at this rate. But 21, that's enough. Oh, I guess it's only 18. Still enough. Still no heavy plow. That's your take on the game right now? Is that he still has no heavy plow? Oh no! He lost! GG Castle. Neozz. Destroying the competition right now. He 2-0'd Licks. He made it look easy. These games have not been easy from him thus far. Or for him thus far. He's had to work for them. Kingston's played okay. But he's going to need to play great now to take the final 3. Kingston is the higher seed. $2K7 against $2K3. Much better eco for the way. And you'd think Vikings would be the better civ here as well. He's just preparing for the reverse sweep? Okay, cool. Kingston is number 22 on ATP. And Neozz is number 38. The ATP rating for Kingston is 2,112. And for Neozz, it's 772. The early dock pressure helped so much. Yep. Yes, it did. But I mean, Kingston recovered from that. Fine. Like, he went and sniped the fish. He still had his fish alive. And then he had the archer pressure forward. It was that one fight in early Castle Age before Kingston got Bodcanero where all of his archers got surrounded by the Jean Bays. That's where it all went wrong. We'll see what they can do here. A kind of similar map to last game. Less water on this one. And some islands kind of in the corner here. I'm not sure if you can walk over that. I think you might be able to walk over this to the corner. We'll have Berbers for Kingston. We'll have Armenians for Neozz. And they start with a siege elephant. So walls... walls maybe not the greatest thing here early. Siege elephant just kill opponent's TC? No. Then they'll kill your siege elephant and then they have one and you don't have one. So it's not worth it. It is maybe worth it to go after the houses. Like if he comes in here with this siege elephant and kills this house, that's going to be very annoying. If you kill the starting dock, that's going to be very annoying. Kingston's just going forward with that thing, man. He's going to be scouting with the llama. So finding these boards is going to be tough. Serious lack of food here for both players. Problem with the siege elephant as well is that it's so slow. Your scouting is going to be a little bit unfortunate. Neozz will send them forward. He'll shoot the gazelle, and then he goes for the mule cart. Mule carts, very, very helpful on HyperRandom. Couple llamas from Neozz's base now found by Kingston. I like the idea of sending this thing forward. I know you can't really scout your map if you do that, and he's getting punished for it so far because he sees less food sources or whatever. But if you find some houses or a TC that's empty or something like that, you could get some serious value. Oh, this is bad. This is the slowest chase of all time. Kingston's got a hill, though. He sees the hill. Turn around. Boom. Oh. Oh, now he's in front. Go after the house. Oh, this is so frustrating for Neozz. Villagers now coming in for this dude. Kingston wants to take out that house. He knows how good that would be for him. Neozz forced to make another one, so that delays him off the dock a little bit. All the villagers are chasing. Elephant HP is somewhat even still. And Kingston loses his. There's still 53 HP on that elephant from Neozz, so Neozz can go forward and maybe do the same thing. Dude, Neozz could take out 3 houses here. This is kind of brutal. Kingston needed another hit on that siege elephant, as Neozz is now housed. Not the most clean start of all time. Losing it is bad. It is bad, yeah. But if he had gotten another hit on that elephant before he died, the elephant would have been at like 20 HP, and then the villagers can just kill it for free. Right now at 53 HP, it's tough. The overlay with the info is sick. Yep. It's hot, dude. Man, Kingston has to push in gazelles with his fills. Rough, dude. Oh my, did he not see the water? He sees the water, but he's not fishing. So we're going to have fishing ships here from Neozz, and Kingston maybe just assumes that it's like rivers like this. Oh no. He's still pushing in the gazelle. That's the problem with sending the elephant forward early. You don't get the scouting that you need. He's gonna lose it to wildlife, dude. He's gonna lose it to wildlife. Villager now killing the foxes. It is not a clean start for either of these players. That village's coming forward as well. Kingston, gonna be full land eco here. The scouting is still pretty underwhelming for him. Forward barracks now from Neozz. And the elephant, of course, which is only at 3 HP. Man, if Kingston went for a militia here, he could get so much value from that, but he's not going to. He's probably going to go for scouts. Still doesn't have anything on water, so the fishing eco is huge here for Neozz. Does Kingston lose a house? Let's see. He can almost spot this elephant over here. He sees the villager. Neozz sees the house. He sees the barracks. Kingston's coming out for this elephant. Come on. Get his ass. Now he's a little bit faster with Berbers. With the villagers, and he's going to take the villager fight. Spearman is coming out. The stable is in. Militia are on the way in from our Armenians player here, Neozz. And he's forced to retreat from this area. And he's housed, because he couldn't complete that house right there. So, good job from Kingston to push him back. Scouts will also help scout the map a little bit. So, Kingston could potentially find, like, some of the food over here, the freebies, the water. Maybe snipe this elephant at some point. Neozz is just coming in with this thing. I mean, he might as well get whatever value he can from it and hope that Kingston is distracted, right? Maybe he can take out a house. 3 HP. Scout's coming over for this dude. Can he take out the house? It's so close. Oh, he gets it. Sick. So they both killed a house with their starting siege elephant. Feudal Age is in for Neozz. Men-at-Arms upgrade would be huge for these units. Forward range with the weak villager that he walled in before. And Kingston's going to need to counter that. He goes for a range himself. Nice. Kingston's eco is actually surprisingly stable here, considering he doesn't have the fish at the back. But this should scale in favor of Neozz overall. Idle TC time racking up for both players. I think they've both been housed a couple times. And Neozz is housed again. Freaking houses, dude. They suck. Scouts are going forward now from Kingston. He's realizing that he probably can't get any value from those at home against the men-at-arms. So he's sending them forward. And he might find some villagers here. There is a weak one there, but there's a lot of villagers. Kingston spots the weak one immediately, and he's going to snipe her. Nice job from Kingston. Beautiful. That's like the only villager he could have killed. And he got it right away. Very, very nice. Blacksmith coming up forward from Neozz. Archer and Skirmisher now working away on the men-at-arms. The scouts are still roaming around, looking around Neozz's base. Kingston, res collected. 500 behind because of the fish. I'm honestly surprised it's not more. He's trying to get this forward villager, and another great quick wall there from Neozz. This forward villager is so valuable to him, but he's kept it alive this entire time. That's really, really solid. The archers are coming forward. They should commit for her. The scouts are over on this side. Neozz trying to pull in the scouts into an unfavorable engagement. Now the skirmisher's unable to kill it, but this guy is coming in. Can Neozz save her? No. She's dead. So he sacrifices 2 really weak scouts to get that. The archer mass is still coming in from Neozz. No blacksmith, though. Which means no fletching for those archers. And Kingston can go for fletching himself once he can afford it. Her name was Robert Paulson. Yep. He deletes that blacksmith forward and he goes for one here. Full walls at the back now from Kingston. His gold's about to be cut off pretty soon. And Feudal Age Longsword is going to be clicked here from Neozz. He's housed again at 45. He's housed again. Oh boy, Kingston, this is going to be a problem, brother. Longsword is in. And now he spots the fish. So this is a double whammy here for Kingston, right? He sees Longsword is in. He spots the fish. He spots the fact that there's deep fish on this map. And he's like, I am such an idiot for not docking this. And how on earth do I deal with these units? Tower on the gold. He has arson too. Wow. Yeah, these longswords are going to cook these buildings. More longswords on the way out too from Neozz. Another mill here from Kingston. Res collected, not super far ahead for Neozz. He doesn't have a dock in a very efficient position anymore because he's outfished this area. He could make another one over here though. And the villager is coming forward from Kingston, so maybe he wants to go for a dock to contest the fish. Kingston doesn't scout enough for HyperRandom. I mean, this was all because he sent the siege elephant forward, right? This has all been set up because he sent that forward immediately. He didn't scout his own base like Neozz did, so he didn't see the extent of the water. And then he was using his villagers to, like, push in the gazelle. Good house walls here from Kingston. Has to be careful against arts and longsword, though. Like, he's got to be careful about his stable over here. He's got to be careful about the house over here. He's going for market now. He's trying to kill the archers behind. But the stable's going down. Needs more villagers repairing this for sure. Villager is forward here, but serious lack of wood for Kingston at this point. And forging is even on the way in. Forging is on the way in for these longswords in the feudal age. Oh boy. Couple longswords going down to the TC though. So Neozz also kind of losing track of his units and Kingston is defending. Kingston's doing a pretty good job here, all things considered. I think a lot of people would have crumbled under this pressure. More docks now coming out from Neozz on the corners. Very, very good if he could get his fish over there. Another defensive tower there for Kingston. He's got the market. He could buy some food. Maybe think about clicking up to Castle Age. Thank you, Age of Empires. To who? Thank you. What does the HU stand for? Is it Hungary? Thanks for the raid, man. Hope you had a good stream. Neo's still coming in under this TC constantly. This town center's done a lot of damage. And now the longswords are kind of in a corner here. So he's a little bit stuck. Some of them are weak, and Kingston's going to wall them towards the TC and the tower again. That's not the greatest position for those longswords back here. And these longswords are dying over here. So, Neozz is on the way to the Castle Age. Kingston's going to be slightly faster, but Kingston has killed the forward army. With skirms. And walls. Our two favorite things. I wonder if Kingston should open... I think he should open War Galley here to kill the fish. I think you got to get rid of this shit. Although there is a really solid food eco in addition to the fish behind here from Neozz. Very, very solid on the farms. You also have to kind of worry about these fortified churches coming forward too, right? Like the villagers are on the way and it's just going to be fortified churches all over your base. So you can't let those go up. Castle Age is going to be slightly faster for Kingston. Knights immediately from him. Archers on the way out too. Neozz instantly thinking fortified church. And Kingston gonna see the villagers. Nope. Only sees the longswords. Siege workshop coming up from Neozz. Doesn't have enough wood for a fortified church as well. The knights are on the way out. No fortified church means no monks. No monks means no way to counter the knights. We have this stuff at the back that Kingston still sees, and he's going to send some archers over here. He's also got a couple fire galleys that might come in. His scout is being very annoying over on this side, and he's got the +1 armor now and bloodlines. So Neozz needs to pay attention to this. Is Kingston, like, taking back control of this game a little bit? He sees the villagers over on this side. The knight is coming out. And he's pulling the villagers to fight this. And the knight is coming over. Kingston is doing a great job. I thought he was full dead here. I thought he was absolutely fully dead. And I think he'll be able to batter this fortified church down with his villagers. Another fortified church coming up, though. The knights need to go over and deal with these villagers if possible. The skirmishers are coming over to potentially deal with any monks that pop out. Villagers are going down from Neozz. This one might not go up. This one might not go up. This one's not going to go up, guys. It's not going to go up. Maybe there's a couple extra villagers. Does this bill survive? No! Kingston! with the sick defense. And now the Knights are over here on the gold and Neozz calls the GG. How on earth do you do that? How do you do that? That's crazy. He had him. He had him in the noose, dude. He had long swords wandering around. He had fish and everything. He should have gone for the first fortified church up here, dude, not the siege workshop. Should have been double fortified church. But I mean, what a hold from Kingston. Holy cow. Lost in the sauce? He did get a bit lost in the sauce. But I mean, like I said before, in our previous series, like to focus on the player who did the defending and made the comeback rather than the guy who maybe threw it away. And if that was a throw, it was kind of a soft throw from Neozz. That was a really good defense from Kingston. Neozz did so many things right that game. Kingston is just preparing for the reverse sweep. Yeah, we got a lot of Kingstoners in here. A lot of Kingstoners in the chat. Look at that KD. That looks hot. Holy cow. All right, Neozz, gotta lock in, dude. Gotta lock in. It ain't over yet. Are you a Kingstoner or a Neozzer? I like both of them. I really like the way Neozz is playing these maps. He's being super aggressive. Okay, 25 seconds left, and then we get into the next game. Let me grab some more coffee. Back just on time. Perfect. Okay, so 2-1 for Neozz. Heading into this game 3, we've got a what looks like a weird map on the minimap. Hills everywhere. Oh my god, please do send a villager forward. Go for a castle here, bro. The lions are waiting, brother. The lions are here. So much wildlife, and the foxes are all over the place too. There's a lot of free gold on these foxes here, if you want to risk it. Anyway, it'll be Japanese for Neozz. It'll be Britons for Kingston. The lion is guarding the geese on the side here. It's a horse start for both of them. The boar up here only has 191 food on it. This one has 215. This one's got 138. Ugh. Food value's not looking solid. 134 on the berries is okay. They start with 2 farms as well. 135 on the ostrich is more or less standard. Don't think there's any fish on this map. And then some geese on the outskirts and some smoke monkeys as well, which have 87 food. That's actually okay. There is a lot of lions on this map, though. Like a lot in the middle here. 14. And the lions have food as well. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's pretty rare that you see the predators having food on HyperRandom, but it can happen sometimes. Where are you going? All right. Cool. Why is it in slow motion? Because they hop in slow motion. That's actually... That's a good thumbnail. Need some Chariots of Fire for this one. Which song is Chariots of Fire? Is that the one where it's like dun 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 dun? No, I don't think it's that one. It is? Oh. Because I was thinking of the name. I was going to put that on for this, so we're on the same page. But I didn't know the name of it. And I wasn't about to Google what is the song that goes dun 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 dun. This only has 138 on it, brother. Neozz is trying to pull this back. He's also gone for the dock here. There's no fish, but there is oysters. And the oysters have 580 gold on each of those. So he can get some good gold income from that. And he can fish trap this later. And the dock is not a terrible thing to have, seeing as this river goes all the way to his opponent's base. Is that a kangaroo in middle? There are no kangaroos here, no. So this palisade wall here from Kingston is kind of an old trick. You can't see the predators in your fog of war after you've left, right? So like you can see the hunt here, you can't see the predators. The palisade just reminds him, because he knows he's going to be an idiot later. He's going to forget. The palisade reminds him that there's something out there, that he shouldn't go there alone, right? So that's on the 3 lions here. I think he spotted maybe some of the other 14 lions in the area as well. So now the question is, how are the Britons going to manage this map against the Japanese? Especially if the Japanese get a fish boom going. I like this fishing eco from Neozz. It's going to bring in the gold really, really quickly for him. And he doesn't need to make a mining camp or go to gold at all at the back here. Also, Japanese, if they want to stretch out for any of this hunt, only going to spend 50 wood on the mill. Is really, really solid as well. Britons do have a nice bonus early, though, and that's the herdable bonus. And they're going to be taking food faster from the geese that they can pull in. However, he's almost out of geese. Only 2 remaining now. It's funny that the river doesn't connect in mid. I mean, it goes all the way around, but it doesn't connect here, yeah. Did Kingston see the dock? He did not see the dock from Neozz. These fishing ships are bringing in gold very, very quickly, by the way. I think it's like the same rate as deep fish. So that gold is coming in fast. No, don't get your horse trapped. No, get out. Okay, it's gone. Kingston will go archers. Stable. All right, yeah, that's probably a smart idea. Even with Britons, going archers when you saw so many lions in the center and it's like such a clusterfuck to get through here, much smarter to go scouts. Because the lions will not attack the scouts. You could, oh man, actually, send a freaking spearman. 1 spearman or 2 spearmen, gather all of these up and bring it to Neozz's base. You could have a trail of like 10 lions coming in there. How much gold on the oysters? 580. Res overall on this map, there's quite a bit. There's a lot of everything. Nice job from Neozz. He's going to kill the horse. That actually hurts quite a bit. And, I mean, Kingston spent so much time wandering around, he didn't see the dock over here. He's going to see the amount of lions. Make a spearman, bro. Like, make a spearman, dude. Send it. And the scout is coming forward. It's going to be a fast castle play from Neozz. If you're wondering why he has so much gold, freaking oysters, dude. He's been fishing for a while here. I don't even know why he made the mining camp. Can you pull the lions to the enemy? It's only 20 food per. Like, you can pull them with a spearman towards the enemy. Oh, good value from the scout. This is so annoying. Kingston momentarily blocks the market. He only made 1 scout. Might force out some walls here from Neozz, but he is not really close to clicking up to Castle Age, is he? Dude. Neozz just so much better at reading these maps, it feels like, than Kingston. He did not hesitate at all going out for these oysters. He has pretty good scouting on where Kingston is. He doesn't have an idea of what's in the middle. So if he sends villagers forward to try and take advantage of a faster castle age, he could be in trouble. But I don't think he'll do that either because he saw the scout from Kingston. He knows the stable's there. This middle area is hilarious. Kingston, with this scout, though, is probably going to get a very good idea of what the map looks like. But the horse, I mean, the horse is still working for Neozz. Might be on auto scout right now. He might get trapped. These things have taken a lot of gold already. So 3 tiles of that, there's 890 left. And they started with 1740. They've taken a lot, dude. That's huge value already. This dude is still running. Britain late game is much better. If you can get set up, yeah. Yeah, the Britain late game feels really, really good. Japanese towers all over the map could be disgusting, though. And then the Japanese trebs pushing in as well could be gross. Could come down to, like, naval engagements as well with this river system running all the way through the map. It's also probably pretty hard to get castles and stuff set up in the center area here because there's so many hills. Castle Age is still 2 minutes away for Kingston. It's a second and a third TC for Neozz. And a fourth TC. Holy fuck, is he going to boom. We might see a 4 TC boom off here. Maybe. Maybe not. Archers are being added in from Kingston. Britain TCs are cheaper on wood, so it's easier to get more of them, but with the amount of wood he's going to be putting into these archers, I don't know. How much stone in each tile? This tile is 397. This one is 627. Great wall of Kingston. That's fantastic, bro. These ones have 655, 655, 532. So there's a lot of stone. Scout comes in, finds the extra TC. Doesn't see any military buildings yet. So I think Kingston is well aware that... Oh, for fuck's cock. Dude, what was this for? And he's like, it's over now, sweet villager. It ain't over till I say it's over. Says Mother Nature. Oh, get away. Oh my god, he's still living. He's still living. 4 HP. Kingston goes to the siege workshop over here. 47 villagers for Neozz. Kingston will add a second town center, leaving a line of death with these lions, or a lion of death, as you would say. He takes pride in his ability to kill groups of lions. That's right. Ballistics is not in. Villagers can't get past the wall, though, so 2 villagers down. Now from Neozz, and Neozz will be forced to go into a siege workshop in defense. His economy is significantly better than Kingston. But he doesn't even have a barracks. So trying to go for counter units here is going to be very difficult, especially with the Siege Workshop coming out. I think Kingston actually might find quite a bit of success here. I think he might get some really good damage against Neozz. Because Neozz is not on stone. He doesn't have an archery range, right? So he can't go skirms or anything like that. He's just got one Siege Workshop and a lot of TCs. And that's it. And Kingston is sending more and more units forward. This is actually looking quite good for Kingston. Considering he's behind by 28 villagers or whatever. Bear's attacking his spearman over here. Bear attacking his crossbow over here. He still hasn't spotted the dock, but I think that mangonel is actually going to push him into the dock over here. And this TC is basically shut down. The farming eco is basically shut down. Neozz doesn't have a lot of space. I actually really like Kingston's chances here. I actually think this is a very nice push. Yeah, no problem, newbie. I'm trying to upload all of the full sets I cast. So this one's probably going to go up to YouTube. There's also been a bunch of extra sets that I've jumped into. As he sees the fishing eco now. Kind of running out of oysters there. So they're going to have to move anyway. Japanese fishing ships get tickled by crossbows. I haven't really uploaded any of like the half sets I've done. You know, where I join in game 2 or game 3 or whatever. Doesn't make much sense. Nice split there from Kingston. Oh, he's going to cook that mangonel too. Oh, man. Neozz is in trouble, guys. Kingston is battling his way back into this. Neozz needs to go for stables. He needs to go into knights. And he needs to get all his techs running in because that TC is going to go down. Another villager dies. 7 villagers killed. These villagers are going to die. Probably. They can't garrison in the TC once it's too weak, and there's only 3 villagers repairing that. And a 3rd town center is now being added from Kingston, and more crossbows are coming forward. And, like, Neozz had a lot of res to put into knights and get the technologies. But it's not really there anymore. It's being spent. You need that +2 armor. You need bloodlines if you want to fight up against these crossbows. And Kingston is pretty well protected at home, I think, if he goes for the counter raid. Spearman finding the fishing ships over here. That's really nice, too. He'll see the knights. He'll see the upgrades on the knights. He'll start working away on this town center, and he's still denying so many farms. Right, that's 7 farms. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 farms. Sick. Monastery now going up for Kingston. We didn't take a look at the relics. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 relics potentially on this map. Kingston needs to sell everything and rush a castle fort. No, I think he's fine here. I think he's fine with this situation. Like, he has forced Neozz now to invest into a shit ton of knights, which isn't the worst. Right? Don't YOLO everything forward for a castle that might potentially fail. Add eco behind. You've done the damage. You've evened it out somewhat. And then rely on your superior, well, probably superior tech tree for the late game. Res collected is still wild. It is still 3k ahead for Neozz. But the fishing ships are going down now. Kingston's sitting on 3 TCs. Could add a 4th and a 5th. He's probably going to go for a castle instead. And, well, he's getting some good engagements against the knights before the +2 armor comes in. +2 armor just a little bit too late. A little bit too late for this engagement. And Kingston should be able to clear up all these knights. Neozz will have to make more. Like, if you look at res collected, Neozz is very far ahead. Kingston's going to get a conversion here. That's really nice. Beautiful. And he keeps the monk alive. But Neozz has lost a lot of value. So that kind of cancels out that res collected a little bit. The KD is 28 to 21. And a lot of the units that went down for Neozz were like knights, which are extremely high value units. And he's lost 13 villagers. That was a weird engagement from Neozz. Yeah. Probably distracted, right? He's still in damage control mode. Wow, look at this farm eco from him. 55 farms. I know some of them are idled here, but damn. Can you show red destroy? No. No, I can't. That is a nilly only stat that he had to pay Capture Age a lot of money for. I do not have access to that. Make a demo. I mean, the demo just gets sniped, right? I'm a big demo guy, but I don't think you ever get these Britain crossbows with a demo against Kingston. I don't know. I think that's probably a waste. That's really nice from Kingston. He kills the forward villager. He's going to kill these knights as well. Ballistics is in now. The Britain archers have the super range, and he's going to get 2 conversions. No, only 1 conversion. Nice job from Neozz. Takes out the monks. He's going to take out the mangonel. And the crossbows need to come back. And there's the castle from Kingston. Limited castle spots in this center area. This is one of the prime real estate locations for a castle. If he can keep the villagers safe and keep the castle coming up. Villager count is now 94 against 96. He evened it out. He was behind by like 20 vills, guys. And he's going to go ahead now because he's going to kill villagers with the knights. The converted knights coming in. Huge. Kingston is absolutely battling here, folks. He was down 2-0. Last game looked pretty convincing at some point. Early when the longswords were around, Kingston fought back, and now he's fighting back again. Resources looking phenomenal for him, too. He was up 30 vills. Yeah, well, not anymore. 95 vills versus 92. Sick. He's battling. And the knight is still killing villagers. Oh, boy. Don't fight that with vills, brother. 7 villager kills on the knight. It's about to be 9. Knights are trying to come in here. Good quick walls from Kingston. He pulls the crossbows back. There is still a hole here. Patches the holes over on this side. Potentially. Do the knights get in? Do the knights get in? Do the knights get in? Looks like they get in. This could be problematic for Kingston. He has the crossbows over here, but plus 2 knights in the eco is a bad thing if they're attacking more than farms. Oh, Kingston. He's microing on this side. He doesn't realize. Good raids from Neozz. Really, really solid raids from Neozz. This is exactly what he needed from his knights. The game is getting messy now. Another TC forward. Neozz, we talked about his farm eco before. He's reclaiming these farms. He's going for cav archers now, probably. Maybe skirms. And he's killing more villagers on the gold. Oh my god. Dude, all for the lack of a single house from Kingston. All for the want of a house. The knights get so much damage. That was like 15, 16 villager kills. And all the idle time. And now Kingston gets to Imperial Age and he can't even afford Bracer. Like, he has to use the market to get it. It's just wheelbarrow heavy plow coming in. Not good, man. He does still have a shit ton of crossbows, though, which is solid. And Neozz has basically run out of knights. Dude, if you need gold, just kill the foxes, Kingston. Free gold, baby. All right, we're full reset here, folks. We are fully reset here. So it is Japanese versus the Britons. Late game matchup. Werewolf Trebs against Katabaruto, Trebs. Yeoman Towers versus Yasama Towers. Yasama Towers are better. The big thing here is going to be the Britain Arbalists and Longbows with Yeoman. They're going to be insane. They're already insane in terms of range. Absolutely cracked. 10 range on the crossbows, 10 range on the longbows. If you get elite longbow with Yeoman, it's going to be 12 range, right? Disgusting. What about a navy? Could go navy as well, but I think you need to focus on land techs first. Once you get all your really important technologies in, then you start to think about navy. There's one demo over here from Neozz. And right now, he can't fight this army. A couple skirms is not enough. You need all your techs in. You need the full armor for your skirms. You need like 40 skirms to fight this. Treb's now working away. Kingston can see what the tech switch is going to be because these all are garrisoned. So it's clearly skirms. And now Light Cav is coming in for Kingston because he sees the archer ranges. Skirms pop out. They're going to get some value. The crossbows are shooting from forever away. Yeoman is not in yet. It's a pretty expensive tech. For a Castle Age technology, 750 wood, 450 gold is a lot. I love double blacksmith plate. Yeah, double blacksmith plate is amazing when you want to make a fast tech switch. And I think it's becoming way more common now. Used to be people would load up like 6 techs in the blacksmith, but they realize that time is so important. Some people go triple blacksmith. At least try the demo. The demo wouldn't even stand a chance, brother. He's forgotten about that. +2 armor on the way for the light cav. Mangonel pops out and gets actually a pretty clutch shot. And then it hits its own units. But whatever. Neozz is running out of space. He's running out of ideas. He doesn't have any gold. Wow. I didn't even realize that. He's really lacking for gold here. Kingston has taken control of most of it. Kingston has an outpost over there. Neozz could go over to this area. Can maybe look for some more oysters to take. But geez, what a position here for Kingston. Neozz forced to go for 5 more archer ranges at the back. He had such an eco lead early, but Kingston with the military pressure. Now Kingston with the forward castle up on the hill, taking care of this gold here. Seems like he's going to be able to drag this set to a game 5. War Galley tech coming in. Demos are the answer for Neozz. But the demos can't reach the archers once they're over here, and he calls the GG. He calls the GG, folks. 2-2. Wow. Just insane, man. You can see the timeline right here, right? This is the eco timeline. The hard line there for Neozz is the eco at its peak difference from Kingston's. And then Kingston slowly starts catching up. Rebarber, thank you for the 7 months. Welcome back. Welcome back. You can see it here on this timeline as well. Huge discrepancy, right? 65 against 39 villagers. It's probably the biggest difference right there. But the pressure from Kingston came out and never let up. Lena, thank you for the 6 months in advance. I appreciate it. 6 months in advance. Let's go. Stocking up on Dave AoE subs. Putting that shit in the pantry. Let's go. Okay. Updates from other sets since we're actually... I'm going to delay on that. because of spoilers. Actually, no. I shouldn't delay on it because I won't upload any of those other sets.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Hello.
It looks like Sorakuma has beaten Valis 3-1, which is a really good result. And Valis doesn't make it through the qualifiers. So our odds-on favorite for our next winner of HyperRandom, starting with V, has failed to qualify for the event. And Sorakuma will go through to face Burls tomorrow. Kingston and Neozz will go through to face Mihai, whoever wins this game 5 here. Vivi beating Bad Koala, we saw that one. Dogao managed to beat Draken. It says 3-0, but it was actually 3-1 because Dogao gave up a win to Draken because he was late to the set. Lewis and Jordan are playing tomorrow. Sato managed to take the win over Running, and Sato actually qualifies. Wow, I didn't realize that was the qualifying round. Capwatch managed to come back against Antagonist, and Capwatch is qualified. Lucho beat Galley 3-0, and he'll face MBL. Okay. We'll go through the whole bracket after this set is done. I think this is the last set of the day. It is. And a good way to end, too. Game 5. Let's go. I can't believe... Dude, after the position he was in Game 3, I can't believe we're here. Kingston pulled himself up and pulled himself back into the set. And how fitting is it that Neozz gets Armenians again? What happened to Margugu? His internet has been off. So he forfeited his game. Waited till the last possible day to forfeit that one too. All right, so we're going to have polls for Kingston, Armenians for Neozz. I don't think either player has used their re yet. They both still have a restart. Super fitting that Armenians is the Civ again for Neozz, because that's kind of the game where Kingston started to turn it around. Can't Margugu play at Neozz's house? I don't know if they're down like that. Did Margugu pee on the internet cable again? What? Can they call a re for any reason? Yeah, any reason before 4 minutes. Yep. They don't like the Civ matchup. They don't like the way they scouted. They don't like the feel of the game. Looks like all tag team will qualify. I mean, Sorakuma still needs to go through Barrels, right? So is Sorakuma not in tag anymore, actually? I think he's the only player from Taiwan in tag, right? Okay. Game 5. You like Armenians, eh? Says Kingston. As a Canadian, I approve of that A. I approve of that from Kingston. I like it. My Mexican brother over there. He's found the goats. Kingston playing as the Poles here. He's got a donkey to scout with. There's some boars around with quite a bit of food on them. And the fruit bush there has a decent amount of food as well. This gold is kind of locked down by the wood line at the back, but I don't think he's going to really have any gold issues because there is plenty of gold on the front side. I think there's plenty of gold on this map, 72k gold. And he can also get gold by mining the stone, and there's 320 stone on each one of these tiles, so that's really, really solid. This mine shaft thing does nothing, by the way. Sapper tunnel, nothing. Be funny if you could go in that and then pop out the other side. On the other side of the map, we have Neozz playing as the Armenians. And this should be a fairly wallable map. This should be a fast castle map, I think. Great corner over here. Fantastic. And maybe even a relic victory map. I mean, we're looking at where the relics spawn. They spawn generally closer to Neozz. With the warrior priest, he can grab those quite quickly if he sees them. I think if you're Kingston, you want to lock this down, get the pole eco sorted, and just play into the late game. You don't want any of that forward shenanigans from Neozz. Now the question is, if we do go to late game, which tech tree is better? I think I like poles. Just because of gunpowder. Like, the beefy champions are great from Armenians, with composite bowmen backing them up, but the gunpowder, the bombard cannons, seem like such a great answer, right? They don't get hand cannons, but they do get really good arbalists. With Obuk in front and bombard cannons.
Can I get an anniversary ban?
Hammer, thank you for the 60 months. We don't do bans anymore. Nope. We don't do any requests of any kind. That's right. You cannot request anything. There's one rule. You can't request anything. Chat only has one rule. Just say something sketchy to get yourself banned. True. You could bait out the band. Okay. So let's take a look at the Armenian eco. I mean, it looks pretty solid, right? That's not a mule cart, brother. That's a donkey. Can't collect resources to that. He makes a mule cart over here. Can I request that you keep casting this set? No requests. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow. How to produce a donkey in-game. So, what you got to do is you got to take a horse. Okay? You take a horse, and then basically you insert. And then once you're done that, you'll have a donkey. That's a mule, though? No. I very clearly explained it. You need to take a horse, and then once you have that horse, what you're gonna do is you're gonna aggressively insert. And then 9 months later, you're gonna have a donkey, or whatever the gestation period is on a donkey. I don't know what it is. All right, so Neon's trying to gate this donkey, but the donkey refuses to be gated. Okay, full walls here for Kingston. He's happy with this, right? He gets to feudal age, gets his farm upgrades, starts putting down the farms around this full works. Fantastic. He's still got plenty of goats as well. He's got food for days. 11 to 14 months for a donkey. Okay. I did it and I ended up with a bear. Oh no. Donkey! In the morning, he's not making waffles. Shrek will be sad. Yes, Shrek will be very sad. Okay, so the full wall is in for Neozz. I thought it wasn't full walled, but the gold and the stone do connect. So full wall in for both. I like these types of games. People don't like these full wall, whatever stalemate games, but I want to see full boom. What each civ has to do against the other in post Imperial Age. That's what I want to see. We'll sit through the first 20 minutes. I'll make round after round of terrible, awful jokes. You'll tolerate my awful jokes for the next 20 minutes. And then we'll see a big old Imperial Age battle, hopefully. Isn't that what Deathmatch is for? No, Deathmatch doesn't showcase that. Deathmatch is all about the opening. That's kind of what I don't like about Deathmatch, right? Deathmatch is just like, oh my god, did you kill a villager of mine with the scout early? Oh, I'm dead. GG. I request an awful joke. We don't do requests here, dude. There's only one rule. Kingston goes up to Castle Age, so he doesn't get the farm set up in Feudal Age. He's got more than enough goats to keep the food eco rolling, for the time being anyway, and the berries as well. So he's going to go for Horse Collar after he clicks up. Please wait for Horse Collar to come in before you finish your farms.
From the old subs.
We never really banned people, you know, we timed them out. Well, we did ban a few people. But there is a way to check, Zeno. I can look at your account and see how many times you've been banned or how many moderator actions have been taken against you. I definitely got banned. Yeah, well, that's you, Norik. Completely unrelated. Villagers are coming forward from Neozz, so he's going to attempt the church rush again. It didn't work the first time, but maybe it'll work this time. And now we have to examine where the gold is from Kingston. He's still got gold back here. He's got some gold here, plenty of it actually. And then he's got some stone to take. And with poles, you can actually get some gold from taking the stone. So shutting down this area isn't the worst thing ever. I wonder if Kingston, like, does Kingston wonder if this is a castle or fortified churches? I think he's sending the villagers, so he should assume that it's going to be, like, fortified churches. He's not going to be able to deny this one. Yeah, Kingston just needs to back away. Guys, if Neozz spots them, this could be very problematic. There's a relic over here and a relic over here he doesn't see. But, like, relic victory is on. If he manages to get them all, Kingston's going to have a big problem when this timer starts. He sees the stone, so Kingston wants to go out to the stone. He probably wants a castle to deal with all of this shit. And the monks and the warrior priests are now coming out. He's walling underneath his TC. Which is smart. He should probably wall on the backside. Place a gate here or something like that. The scouts still do get a bonus against the warrior priest, but I think a warrior priest can 1v1 a scout. Not a light cab, but a scout. Maybe the wolf will have something to say about this, actually. Maybe the wolf makes the difference here. It doesn't. Loom is now in for Kingston. I can't believe he came out with the villagers to rush against that without Loom. He probably forgot he didn't have it. Oh, boy. Is it actually on? What, standard victory? I would assume so, yeah, with these players. We haven't seen it shown yet in this set because they've basically just been fighting each other, not really focusing on relics. But I would assume that it is on. Double tower now on the gold. Kingston realizing that gold is the most vulnerable part of his economy. Needs to keep that safe. So he goes for double tower and he goes for a wall over here. Solid. Also a stone wall in this gap too. And now he's got palisade walls coming up here, and the church isn't firing. Because there's only one villager inside. So there's no way for Neozz to go under the TC. of Kingston now. He's fully walled. He's setting up another full work, and more farms are coming up with the heavy plow upgrade, so the food is going to be flying in for him. And now he goes for another tower. Redemption is in, though, for Neozz, so he will get past this house. He won't have any faith once he converts that house, though. And there's going to be a tower waiting for him. So not terrible for Kingston. Faster to the second TC is Neozz, though, and Neozz still has more res collected as well. And he's grabbing the relics. Sick. I don't know about this, like, tower play. Why not just save up for a castle? Kingston also needs to go for a second TC. He needs to start expanding his eco a little bit. Being behind on res collected, even with polls here, is kind of not a great sign, right? What is the most useless forward unique building? Yeah, Caravanserai might be the answer to that. It's a good answer, actually. Most useless forward building. Something that has no use whatsoever. Wonder? No, the wonder could get in your opponent's head. Wonder could really get in your opponent's head. Also, if you complete it, it'd start the countdown. Maybe they can't take it out. You never know. Even though it's forward, maybe they can't touch it. Forward farm? True, forward farm might be the answer. Second town center now for Kingston. Res is still looking decent here, but res collected is still ahead for Neozz, and he's got the fourth relic on the way. And he's looking, guys. He's looking for the extra relics. I think he's going to start the countdown soon. He can't see this one. He can't see the one in the back of his base. Oh, man. Another TC here from Kingston. If he does start the countdown, you better move that shit to the back, because this is not a very secure location. This ain't exactly Area 51 over here. All right. Well, the monk just goes right past the relic. He'll notice it eventually, I suppose. Villager exploring over here. Don't know where Neozz is going with that, but he'll notice that one eventually, I suppose. And he's building another fortified church here, and he's bringing the relics home. Did you misclick this or something, Neozz? Relics are actually really important here, folks. He needs to get these in. Super Cat Thief, thank you for the gifted sub. And look at that! Valorant going hard with another 5 gifted to match the 5 from Super Cat Thief. We love Valorant. We love it. I've never seen that. 5 to match the 5. He brings in this relic now. He's bringing these guys home. He's got mangonels working away. Kingston has enough stone for a castle. It's going to be another fortified church attempt here from Neozz, but that ain't happening. These villagers need to go home. At least the castle was forced back here, so the castle's not here, ranging both of these fortified churches. It can only range one and stop the push, essentially. Res collected, still ahead for Neozz, right? Still 3 TC. This villager's trying to make more donkeys, dude. Look at the way he's walking. Like, you get back here. You get your sexy ass back here, donkey. Now it's dead. Don't hum me. Imperial Age is on the way for Kingston. The relics are coming back. He still doesn't see this one, though. He doesn't know. He's got to go out to this stone here. He's maybe got to go for an outpost. Like, he's scouted everything else. He's looking for them. He's clearly looking for a relic victory. And if you're looking for a relic victory as well, stone wall. Fortified wall. Wall more. Wall everything. TC. TC here. He's going to see it. He's going to see it. He's going to see it. Once the town center is up. Also, I'm not convinced by this fortified church right here. Why not make it back here? Make it here. Oh, that's so tough to take out if you make it here. I guess Trebs could range it from maybe there. Make it right here. That is so difficult to kill. With the wood lines and everything. This has been spotted. Okay, Neozz. The forward walls are coming up. Around the gold. Over here on the side. He's now trying to wall Kingston in. 84 villagers for him. 61 villagers for Kingston. He is playing the objective just like he did in Sudden Disaster. And he had a really good result in Sudden Disaster. He beat Viper, right? It's huge. He is playing the objective. Come on. What can Kingston do? Kingston's going to have access to Trebs. Kingston is now going into skirms, but you can see his eco. It's a little bit tight over in this corner. It's a little tight over here. Imperial Age is in. More walls here from Neozz. We need a wall across the center as well. For sure. The relic countdown is about to begin. Bop! 200 years, baby! Kingston's on the clock. He's absolutely on the clock now. Skirmishers are coming out. Trebs are coming out. Kingston will need to clear this area before he goes after that. More walls, Neozz. Please, just more walls, bro. Walls in the center. Walls over here. Fortified wall tech. Anything. Imperial Age is on the way for Neozz from the back TC. Pikeman is coming in as well. I don't think he knows about the skirmisher switch. He knows now. As Kingston goes in for another town center. Kingston's going to snipe another monk. He's done well with these scouts to take out this area. The first fortified church is down. This one's going to go down as well. Walls here! The church is here, brother! Why are we walling on this? Sorry. The villager got denied over on this side. Shouldn't move relics back. Well, if you move the relics back, you're going to cancel the timer. And you're already 30 years deep. But yes, he should have moved the relics back. To be fair to him, he didn't know when the timer was going to kick, right? He wasn't sure that 100% that was the last relic. If he knew that, he probably would have put it back here somewhere. And it would have been almost impossible for Kingston to take out. Longsword now coming in. The armor upgrade is coming in. Kingston still only at 74 villagers. He's going for Obuk. But he only has one castle. And there's the wall from Neozz with one villager. More walls up here. And walls over here too. Make a university. Do they get fortified wall? They do. Come on. Come on, man. Send more. Outposts over here from Kingston. He's got a sneaky villager on this side. Seems remarkably unconcerned about this. 155 years left. He's still got plenty of time. Still has plenty of gold available to him over there, and now gold over here. Skirmishers are coming across, and he's walling up. Okay. So he's nervous about the champions, potentially. He's making a switch now into Cavalier. He needs to kill this fortified church. Neozz is walling everything off. The eco is definitely better for Neozz. Like, Neozz should be able to hold him at bay. If this wall goes up and fortified wall comes in, I mean, the game should be over, right? Even with such an exposed position for the relic countdown. As he sends only one villager again to wall. There we go. Backup wall. That's the energy we like to see. Now, please just get fortified wall. There's the university. Fantastic. The outpost wars have begun over here. Kingston, Now we're focusing on whether he can make this push happen. Neozz has done everything he needs to do to lock it down. He's got 131 years. Can Kingston push this back? He's getting a lot of privileges for the cheaper knights. He has the Cavalier tech already in. Trebs are coming out, and it's skirmishers from him. And he's gone for the walls so the champions can't raid on the sides. I like the idea from Neozz, but honestly, well, he might go for a siege tower. I think this boy is thinking about a siege tower, and I think Kingston's thinking the same thing. He's going for the double layer wall behind. Farader's now coming in for the extra HP on the champions and the two-handed swordsman. The whole militia line. Siege tower. Kingston's way ahead of you, though. You'll just pop in between. Fortified wall now coming in from Neozz. Oh, baby. Wall more. Wall more often. Wall everywhere, dude. Wall everywhere, bro. Kingston going for crossbow. Chemistry coming in as well. He's trying to tech in everything, but he only has 100 years left. And he still has no real effective way to deal with these champions. And we have 50 champions. This is over. Unless he can range this from behind. I think he might be able to range this from right here with Trebs. Hang on a second. Wall this. The wall is being denied forward, too. Oh, boy. Still no ballistics for Kingston. Champions are here. He's coming forward with the Trebs. The walls can be deleted and he can leave. He wants to camp for now. But Kingston can... I think Kingston can range this from there. It's tough. It's so close, right? Does Kingston realize the relic counter is counting? Yes, it's pretty obvious the relic counter is going. Champions are coming out. There's champions in the back here. Great job there from Neozz to make his way in. And now Kingston needs to go for the ultimate quick walls to keep his Trebs safe. Is he going to get him? Is he going to get him? Is he going to get him? He doesn't get him. And the champions are all over the place, and Kingston is super distracted with this, and the timer keeps ticking down. 75 years. 75 years here. The superpower champions with 100 HP. It looks like Neozz is going to do this. Kingston looping his Trebs around this way. Maybe he could range it from over there, too. But yeah, he just doesn't have anything. He just doesn't have anything to fight up against this. Not with a time limit. Maybe if this didn't have a relic time, he could fight this back. Maybe. But the champions right now are eating everything. And there's no Trebs at all from Kingston. Yeah, he just didn't have the eco setup. He was way too trapped in the corner. Neozz did a fantastic job early. 58 years left on the relic countdown. Onager now coming in from Neozz. And the champion, the initial champion army, still hasn't been dealt with. This thing is all over Kingston's eco, and Kingston calls it. And look at the freaking mini-map. We love this. Play the objective. There's standard victory on for a reason. Neozz manages to recover, and he takes the set win. And that was really, really good from him. Really solid. Very clearly, after he got the two fortified churches up and his push wasn't working, he very clearly shifted gears. And he was like, okay, where are all the relics? How can I get this relic victory rolling in? We thought maybe that was a bit aggressive of a position for a fortified church, but that was a fantastic wall off from the rest of the map. Kind of lackadaisical at first in the center, but then he locked it down for sure. Neozz has been very, very good lately, and a win against Kingston is a big deal. Now, who does he go through and face is the question as we look at the stats here. 74 champions created. Good KD there. Great eco behind it as well. Faster to the Castle Age a little bit, Feudal Age as well, and then imp timing better for Kingston, but he wasn't able to do anything with it. Yeah, he does such a good job scouting the map. That's a great point. Like, Neozz, if you think about every single game there in this set, the game against the Vikings, he scouted really, really well, right? He got the forward dock down. The game where he was playing Armenians and he lost the first time, he scouted the water really well. And then he went forward and scouted Kingston's base really well. He just couldn't pull it out. Then there was this game, he scouted everything. The previous game, he scouted the oysters really well, too. And went for the fishing ships. Master of HyperRandom is all about scouting.